Debbie Broughton, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from St. Robert, Missouri. We're here today in Nana's Stampin' Room to learn how to make this quick and easy explosion box. I'm just going to wait a few minutes to see if I have any viewers and to be sure that everything looks like it's straight, and to turn off the speaker on my laptop so we don't get the echo in the background. Hi Jody, I'm glad you could join us today. We're just going to give everybody a few more minutes to get on. I hope the weather where you're at is great. Finally today we have no ice glazing. It's been snowing all morning, but you couldn't really tell it from the yard. It's such a light snow. And then we're going to get a reprieve tomorrow with maybe a little sun, but by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, more snow's moving in, so they say. You just never know with the weather. Hi Donna. Hi Judy. I'm glad that you could all hop on. I think you're really going to love this explosion box. That I was watching Rhonda Wade's videos and I saw her make this explosion box, and it was just so quick and easy. I had to go ahead and do my take on it. And I think it would be great for wedding showers, baby showers. Oh, I heard it was 70 in South Carolina yesterday, and I was very jealous as we made it to 18, I think, yesterday. But you just have to put on your boots, put on your gloves, put on your coats, and brave it. Okay, my clock says 1 o'clock, so we're going to get started. Here's the explosion box. When you take off this lid, out pops a handful of Hershey Hugs. And then it's just very easy. You fold it back up and put the lid back on. So, the first thing I was going to show you is because I just got my Stampin' Seal Plus refills, and they were a little different to put in there, so I thought I would just show you how it went. Because at first I couldn't figure it out, although it's very simple. So you want to lay the side down that has the 2 prongs. The other side has none. No, actually, we're going to lay this side down. We're going to lay our tape, our refill, so that it comes out right here where there's a little notch. Now watch me not be able to do it because I'm thinking about it. What you want to do is be sure that you get it lined up with those 2 notches. So, there you go. And then you just fit this side on. So I found that's the easiest way. I kept flipping it over and flipping it over, trying to figure it out before. But now I have my Stampin' Seal Plus, so we'll be able to do this box in no time. First, we're going to start out with a piece of cardstock for the box. It's going to be cut at 7.5 by 7.5, and I'll put these in the post after I finish the video. And then this time I'm going to make my lid be a different color, so it is a 4.5 by 4.5 square. And I decided to do Just Jade because it's one of my favorite colors, and I just love this DSP from the Flower and Field package, which is free in Celebration, and we only have till February 28th to take advantage of the free Celebration items. So let's get... Hi Anna, I'm so glad that you could get on. Hi Marianne. Well, we almost have a full house today. Okay, so now I'm going to take my 7.5 by 7.5 square. I'm going to put it in my scoring, and I'm going to score at 2.5, and I'm going to score at 5, And then I'm going to turn it once, and I'm going to score it at 2.5 by 5. And then as long as I have my scoring cutting plate out here, I'm going to do the lid. So the lid is scored 1 inch on every side. So I'm going to use the inch on this side because for me it's just easier to line up. So 1 inch. I have a lot of static here today. 1 inch and 1 inch. Okay, so now we have everything scored. The next thing I like to do is go ahead and add up my DSP now when it's flat. So we're going to take first the box, we're going to lay it, it doesn't really matter because it's a square, and then we're going to add, in this set of squares going this way, we're going to add our DSP. Now, my DSP doesn't matter which way it goes, but on my strawberries, I kind of wanted all my strawberries to be facing down. So how you know that? Strawberries, I kind of wanted all my strawberries to be facing down. So how you know that when you're doing this part is they're going to face into this scored line. That'll be the bottom. So if your DSP is a one-way DSP, you want the bottom at the score line. And since I have my Stampin' Seal Plus, I'm just going to use that. I could just use the regular Stampin' Seal, but I have this handy. And then I'm going to line these up. It's probably easier to line them up after you've cut. But I get busy and then I get the whole box together and I forget to put my panels on, so I made it be my first step. So now we have these 3 here, and we're going to need 1 in the middle square down there. Switch this around so I can see. Okay, then we're going to take our lid, and this one's going to go right in the middle of the lid. Now, like I said, you can have your lid be white, like my strawberry one. You can have it, if you want it to be just jade, so that it's monochromatic, but I thought this So Saffron here on the top would just make it pop. So now we're going to fold on our score lines like we always do with our bone folder. Just makes them easier when you go to put together the box. We're going to fold these lines. We're going to fold this line. Okay. And so now we're ready to cut. So we're going to cut from here to the score line, from here to the score line. Hi, Susan. I'm glad you could join me again today, 2 days in a row. Okay, so now we're going to just cut to the score line. I need to get it in a better light here, so it's going to leave the picture for a minute, just so I can see my score lines. I need a sunny day so I can open up the blinds and get more light. Okay, so now we're done with the box. Fast, right? Now we're going to do the lid. The lid is, we're just going to make tabs on every side. So we're going to cut from here to the score line. We're going to trim this off at the top so it doesn't hang out when you put it together. It just makes a much smoother fold. And we're just going to trim the top. I'm trying to look at the comments and cut. I'm getting better at it, but I'm not great yet. I know, Marianne, the same thing here. That's why we haven't had school. We got out early on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we had no school, not for snow, but more for the ice on the roads and the low temperatures. Okay, so now on each tab here on the outside, we're going to put a little bit of our Stampin' Seal Plus. Now, you don't want to use the regular snail or Stampin' Seal on this because whenever you're making something with folded, you want something stronger. So you could use the tearing tape, you could use glue, or you could use Stampin' Seal Plus. Then we're going to take this and fold it over and match up our sides like that. Then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Like that. Then we're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm telling you, this is just so easy. Well, it would be if I had cut every corner. I got to talking and looking at the comments and not paying attention. Okay, so we're going to fold in these two corners. And again, we're going to just be careful, just so it has a nice look to it. You want to be sure you line up your corners. Okay, now here's our lid. Move our scraps. Now we're going to take our box and we're going to fold it up. I must not have. Okay, let me just do again with my. I see. I didn't trim enough here. Okay. So, of course, something has to go wrong because I can never do these without one thing going wrong. Okay. So, we're going to, I did not cut all the way. You have to cut these also. That's what the problem is. Nope. Now here, I just said how easy this was. I see what I did wrong. So, I'm just going to take this for right now. And we shall see if it works. One day, I will be able to make a whole video without a mistake. I can't believe this. I was practicing all morning. Okay. So, that will work for now. We're going to take this and we're going to fold up these two sides. The two sides that have nothing on them. These sides have... Baby, I did it wrong. There, I got to going so fast. Fold up these two sides. Then fold in this side. Huh. Okay. This was just going to be such a fast video. I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong. Should I just start all over? Because I put my, obviously, I need to start over. Because I'm thinking you do 3 and 1. Okay. Let me start over. I know. Sorry. I can't pause a live. So much for this being a fast, quick explosion box. I could just say that we will finish it. We will. You're right, Jody. I can just show you how it folds up, and then I can fix mine. So when you do it, what happened is I'm supposed to put my paper on the non-cut side. So I should have put 1, 2, 3, and 1 here. See how, and then left the middle blank. So, there we go. We'll just fold this up and I can add panels later. Well, I at least want to have one panel out there. Okay, so ideally, here's the outside. See, let me just show you what the outside of the sample box looks like when it's... See, this middle is not... These two are full, they're not cut. And you say 1, 2, 3, 1. And then this one that is cut is the one that's blank. So I'll put pictures of this in the post so it makes it easier. So now we just have this one that's got all these pieces that are all decorated that are going to be hidden. And we have the lid. See, I was looking at comments and talking and I lost my train of thought on putting it together. That's what happens. It's hard for me to do two things at once. So you would just fill it up with your Hershey Kisses. We'll put some in here. Actually, mine are Hershey Hugs, because that's what Walmart had this time. And put your lid on. And there you go. Just imagine that these sides have DSP on them. So, let me show you what I did. I decided, what if I was going to do a wedding shower? So look at this one. I got the panels on the right spots. And I did use the peony paper and the petal pink cardstock. And then I used the peony dies and put this flower on top. But this sample, which I did 5 minutes before I got on, turned out correctly. So you can decorate them, you know, like on this one, maybe you could put a dragonfly and one of the ladybugs elements that we have. On this one, maybe you could put strawberries, cut out a strawberry and something. Or you could just leave them plain. They look great plain too. And they go together really fast when you put your DSP on the right sides. So again, just to be sure, cut first. And that way you know that this is your middle. That gets no panels. And then 1, 2, 3, 1. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day and that the weather is good for you and that everybody stays safe. I'm going to put this one back together. So there's the 3 different examples that we have. Bye. Have a great afternoon.